It's rolling now. Right, so today I just kind of want to talk about, like, very, very controversial statement. I think we need to stop racism, guys. I know, I'm probably one of the first people to say that. Guys, racism is bad. I know. Yeah, I don't know what to record this, like, straight up. Like, I don't want to record this on Monday. Like, I'm at, like, the usual spot. So I'm straight up just here in, like, a graveyard. It's quiet here. No one goes here. I think, hold on. They're here. It's just, there's like a little track here, but it's like grass, this path. It's weird. I could just go in circles like a schizophrenic person. Oh, that's a tree I could name on. I think movement is probably better for the viewer. Right? You know what I mean? It's like, it keeps your attention. So, what I mean by I think we should stop racism, it's not just like obviously racism is bad, right? But the thing is, like, at least in my country, we don't, well, we'll get to something later, but we don't really have, like, a legal discrimination. Well, we kind of do in the way that, like, there's, like, certain, like, scholarships that are only given to, like, indigenous or, like, black students. So, like, there's that kind of discrimination. Anyways, my hand is, hold on, I'm a little silly. Let's see, embarrassing. Yes, there's, like, some systematic stuff, like I just said. Okay, to put on this glove, I want to put on a tombstone. Let's see if it's disrespectful, bro. I'm gonna put you on the floor. But basically, like, yes, there's not much, like, systematic stuff anymore, which we'll get to later, but, I don't know why that's not fully true. But basically, it's, like, everyday racism, you know? Like, and I'm not just saying stuff like, oh my gosh, it's so hard for people of color now. It's, like, we're, like, probably living in one of the safest times, not gonna lie. But even though the racism's not, like, systematic, it still manages to push its way through. Like, my brother, this morning, it's like, I don't know what time it is right now, but the day basically just started, right? And he's already said the N-word, like, 3 times. Like, in, like, the 2 minutes I spoke to him before going to the gym. Like, and, you know, it's these type of people. Now, I don't want to say this kind of person, you know, but it's, like, it's really, like, the people who, like, hate, and, like, yeah, like, the people who, like, say the N-word typically tend to be, like, more, like, angry people on average. There's no statistics to back this up, but just, like, from life experience, like, it's the type of guys, like, who will say the N-word, like, they'll just randomly, like, they're the ones to, like, scream in, like, a video game, like, when they die. And that's, like, that's really the problem. Like, it's, like, because of a lack of self-control, for sure, that people will be, like, doing that. Like, you really only have, like, so much time to live, man. Like, I don't think you should be, like, wasting it, like, being angry, saying the N-word. And that's not the only thing, bro. I feel like for a little call to action, like, you should probably, like, stop, like, you probably do it. Stop saying that. Like, I know I do. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's the influence of the people around me, you know. It's just like water, you know. I'm about to reach a dead end. Get it? There's so much I can talk about, man. About just, like, this subject of, like, discrimination, man. Like, And it's like, you shouldn't hate someone just because of like their kind, you know what I mean? Like, it's very easy to do that, you know? But it's just like, I don't know, dude. Hopefully you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just seeing a lot of white people names, but like, and it's not people who are hating on races, you know. Like, even if you don't like necessarily say you hate black people, which people oftentimes do, it's still just like subconsciously there. And you know, it shows like the they have really lack of self-control. And another thing is like people who hate like kind people, but not because of their skin color, but because of like their ideologies, you know. This is one dude, which like I am going to eventually like have to do like a reaction video like about him. But basically, there's this guy, Ben. I don't know why I'm saying that. That is his name. That's his first name. He like does not like my kind. I don't know how to put this in a nice way, but like he swears a lot for sure, and he's like, you can tell that he's angry, and like he doesn't like Christians, like in general. Like he calls us like cucks and liars and demonic, and that there's like every single Christian, he says, is evil. And everything we say is good is evil, which I think is stupid. It's like, so if I say love is good, does that mean love is actually evil now? Like it's due to like overgeneralizations, you know, and stereotypes. That's where racism comes from. And hating on ideologies. Speaking of ideologies, and there's like that guy, he's like, his ideas are kind of low key. Other ideas that are really popular, like Islam, or you know, like the Muslims, or Mohammedans, as some people say. I'm not joking. That was like something I saw in like a video from like, it's like a real upload from like some footage from like 1941 about like Palestine, and it said like something about like all the Christians, Jews, and Mohammedans are living in harmony here, right? You know, it's like Jerusalem. It's like where all of them like intersect, you know. Yeah. But like they like, it's such a stupid, like, I'm sorry, it's like obviously the people who like believe in it, like they don't do too much research, or if they do, they just kind of like cherry pick, or like try to like find things and like block out stuff that doesn't support their ideology. But basically, there's like parts of it where it's like, hey dude, you better like judge by like the Torah and the gospel. It's so cool. But then there's other parts where it's like the Jews and Christians are the worst of creatures, and it's like wow, it's stupid. It's like how like it changes. Like there's some parts where it's like they all need to die, and it's other like, no, they're brothers. The people in the book, they're chill. It's like, it's stupid, man. I think it's like historically, it's because like one was like before, like Muhammad like actually talked to them, and another was like after. They were kind of like, Muhammad, you're stupid. Like you're not a prophet, buddy. You're an ear, and you're writing down, like actually speaking, because he was illiterate, what he will say, and you're not even reading the Torah and the gospel. How can you know what's in it? But you can't just say like, oh yeah, you gotta judge by the Torah. You put it on like the judgment seat, and then like you just like don't even like read it. Like you don't even know what's in there, and then you say like, oh yeah, I'm here to say exactly what's in there. I'm just here to confirm and summarize it. But then you're just like fully saying stuff opposite to like the doctrine of Judaism and Christianity. Yeah, like I said, there's talking about bad stuff to do to the non-believers. You know, that's just an example of like a larger system that's still growing. but like y'all should definitely stop being racist, like shit. Like, that's like a silly thing to say, but yeah, like you gotta like try distancing yourself from people who like always like angry and like saying slurs and whatever. Distance yourself from those kind of people. If they're like in your house, then it's a bit harder to do. But yeah, and like these type of people like my brother, like he was saying those things. He was like yes, but and then he said hard R, but except he said the N word, you know. He actually said it. And he was like, I'm on your family plan on Duolingo, and then he said N-word lingo. It's like stupid. He just says it. It's stupid. And then I'll be like going to the gym. Like he fully like exits the house, runs at me, and then slaps my head, and then goes and then he like runs like circles around me. He goes like, and then he runs back inside. He's like I know like all human beings have bellies, but like we're about to get to it in a second, I think. But like he's just like he seems like such like lower or lesser, like it's like a lesser like state of mind he's in. It's like trapped in like wrath and just like annoyance. Like I don't know if it's like the devil or something, but like I mean like he calls himself like Catholic, but it's like people like, oh, Protestants are this and that, and that's another example of like generalizing. It's like, oh, the Catholics are all this and the Protestants are all this. It's like, come on, just live together, bro. Like, if you have core doctrine right, then you're right. Like, there are definitely Catholics and Protestants that go to heaven, but there's some that are like, Jesus says to himself, it's like, if you're like, you can do all of it, but if you're like hating, then and like judging others, then you're gonna be judged, buddy. Like something close to that in my mind. Like, and the Catholics would be like, oh, that's like a small beta Protestant church. Like, they don't have all the money that Catholic Church does. And then it's like the Protestants are like, oh, you're doing all these works, and works, how could you have? It's faith and works, and it's like, oops, low battery mode. Alright, hit my nose. Shut up. 20% remaining. It's still going. Okay, nice. Brought my glove for love. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Yeah, I think like that's like a lot of hate between them. It's like I think there's stuff that on average Protestants get wrong, and some stuff that Catholics get wrong. Like I feel like the Catholics, like it's like they're very prone to like idolatry almost, like venerating, like worshiping like the statues of Mary, and sometimes even like Jesus and the angels, and like they pray to the saints. Like that's definitely like that's got to be like idolatry in some way. Like what do you mean 10% remaining? My thing might die really soon. Yep. But basically, yeah, man, we need to stop hating each other. I think, yeah, that's just something Catholics get wrong. But they do get right, you know, it's like, I think that some of the Protestants get right. They pray to God directly. And, you know, whatever. But I think, like, the confession of the Catholics, it's like, it does in the Bible say that you should, like, talk to people about your sins. And, like, obviously, like, it's God. Like, you have to talk to him. But, like, when you're talking to a person, like, he's also there. Like, he's always there. Yeah, like, it's not necessary that you pray. Or, like, what am I saying? That you, like, confess to a priest. It's not necessary for your salvation. But it is, like, it's a good thing. Just, like, talk to, like, a person about your sins. And even, like, a friend to help keep you accountable. Another thing is like a systematic thing that's going on is like abortion, man. Like humans are considered human beings. It's like actually crazy. Like now this is like the controversial thing that y'all might like be angry at me for saying, but like I'm just gonna keep it real. Like scientifically, human life starts at conception. Like that's like if you go back in your life, like chronologically, it would have started at like the one cell zygote stage, bro. Like it's just like a process. Like there's no difference between an 8-month baby and a 9-month baby. Like legally, I at 9 months conception, like could have been killed because I was like 5 hours late born. Like straight up, like there's an alternate universe where like I could have been killed like on like August 23rd. No. This universe, I could have been killed like throughout all of like up until like probably like November 2006. Because that's like when I would have like been conceived around then. All the way like basically in this universe like a little bit on August 24th and then like everything before that. But like in an alternate universe, like in this one I was supposed to be born on the 23rd, but I got like I was like clinging onto the walls for like 5 hours or something. I didn't want to come out. So like what I just done is like it's the gap where like I could have been killed like in this universe like for like that chunk of 5 hours, but another one exact same development I can't. Like and there's like babies that are like born like 20 weeks conceived in like the NICU. Well, not plural, that's like the earliest. But like and like in Canada, like you technically can't get an abortion. No one's gonna do it for you, but it's still legal if you do it yourself, or you find someone who's like not part of a union. Yeah, it's just like it's the cutoff is 24. In Canada, that have been born like 20 weeks. It's like they could have been, but like you can't kill them after 4 weeks of them being born. Because it's like, because they're a human being, they're fully emerged. I think it's such like a stupid, it's like saying you're only a human being when like your teeth pop out, because then like something actually changes. You're like, you can eat solid food, that's like a big development, right? But like, when it's like, when you're coming out, it's like, when you're coming out of the womb, it's like, I guess you're breathing now, but like people who don't breathe are still people. You know, it's like, yeah, like scientifically it is a human being. The only thing morally is like, should we like care about these human beings because they haven't had a life yet? But I'd say like there are human beings that like don't really have good lives. There's human beings that like only their family knows them. They're like fully isolated, just like a baby in the womb, you know? Only like the parents know about it and the people who've looked at the ultrasounds. And like they can like even within the womb like physically like change like the DNA of the mother a little bit, like changing like genes that are activated. Like I know my aunt, like her hair like fully changed, got like curly and like a bit darker after she had like her baby. Or like no, during the pregnancy actually, the genes were activated. I am going to go in here after this car. Okay. Yeah, like that's really what I want to talk about, man. Like I think we should treat humans like people, and that everyone has like a right to live, and like we shouldn't like kill them or hate people just because like we don't like their kind or something, or they're not useful to us, or I don't like their ideology. I mean, even people who like I disagree with and like they might be on a trajectory of going to hell, like I don't think I should be like mean to them for that. Like I think I should still like show love to them. Like I should show the love to them that God showed to me, you know. But yeah. I don't know, that's it. Yeah. Human beings, I think morally we should be nice to human beings. We shouldn't be mean to them, we shouldn't attack them. We shouldn't have murder on our hearts. We shouldn't have actual murder. Yeah. Regardless of like what they're doing for us, or their ideas, or their skin color. or whatever, I think we should still treat them nicely. I mean, like, if they commit a crime, lock them up. But, like, they're still human beings. You can't just kill them, you know? Unless, like, they keep breaking out and you don't have a prison. Then, like, there's only one way to stop them from killing more people. If you have to kill them, you have to put them down like a dog. Yeah. That was about it, y'all. Love one another. Love God. That's it. I'm gonna stop recording with my nose. Watch this. It's like really hard, actually. Hold on.